I believed we had decades of trust. 15 years married, 3 kids, a house with memories we built. Then one day, everything shattered. I found out she was cheating with a much younger man, someone 3 years older than our oldest daughter. She wasn't embarrassed. She boasted about how alive she felt. He was barely 22. I was 47. I was furious. She didn't care. She didn't hide him. He appeared in weekends that weren't family approved, in vacations meant for us, in our kids' photo albums as just another smiling adult. When I confronted her, she laughed, said, "Finders keepers." That was the moment I realized I was erased, not by divorce, but by a betrayal so twisted it involved our own kids. I gathered evidence, text messages, flight receipts, pictures. I brought it to court. I believed that age gap infidelity and manipulation would matter. I thought custody would shift. I thought betrayal would count. But it didn't. In our jurisdiction, cheating, even with a much younger man, doesn't matter unless there's abuse or neglect. The court saw stability in her routine. They ignored the affair. She kept primary custody. I got standard visitation. 2 weekends a month, 1 afternoon a week. No joint custody. She moved into my house, said she'd stay there because this is still home. The kids took sides. The girls, our daughters, stopped hugging me. They blinked at holiday dinners when the younger man sat by their mother. I wasn't even invited in photos anymore. I was an afterthought. I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment down the street, furnished only with couches and toys. I worked overtime to pay child support, and when I could, I visited. I didn't lash out. I didn't feed their mom's narrative. I just showed up. Weekends became sacred. I made breakfast pancakes, helped with homework, watched bedroom history projects. I told them, I'm still your dad. I showed up for every school play, every birthday, even video call bedtime stories when they refused to look at me. Over months, something shifted. My oldest daughter sent a short message. "Can you pick me up Saturday?" Small but huge. She started looking at me again, really seeing me. The youngest didn't cry when I hugged her goodbye. She slipped her hand into mine. At night, she whispered, "I love you, Dad." I documented everything. Missed exchanges, canceled dinners, therapy notes, emotional logs. Later, I filed to modify custody, not to reclaim everything, but to gain equal weekends. Court reviewed my logs. They didn't change custody, but they ordered co-parenting classes and mental health evaluations. Small win, but still validation. I don't hate her anymore. Hate would break me. Instead, I carry regret for turning a blind eye early, for staying too long, for not seeing the danger. I didn't deserve to lose them, but I did. But I refused to disappear. This story isn't about revenge. It's about redemption. It's about presence over chaos, consistency over anger, long-term healing over short-term blame. Biology doesn't define parenthood. Presence does. Years later, technology still shows her tagged in photos with someone else's life. But my phone shows text messages like, "I miss you, Dad. That's why I stay." Because love isn't based on who shows up perfectly, but who still shows up at all.